Shalom. All right. I believe, give me a minute. Yeah, back with part two. All right. Strive for the masteries. All right. So let's pick it up back here at Wisdom of Solomon 3, and I believe 5. And having been a little chastised, all right, they shall be greatly rewarded. It's talking about the elect. All right. Because everything starts with the elect of Israel. And again, they're predestined before the foundation of the world. For the Most High proved them. How's he going to prove you? Because you're going to be tested. Basically, your whole lives have been a test. But the ultimate test is going to be that charagma, that sihir. All right? You understand? All right? That electrical device. All right? That mark of the beast. All right? That you're not going to be able to buy or sell unless that is implanted either in your hand or in your forehead. Okay, as you read in Revelations 13, 16 through 18 there. All right, you understand, people? Okay, so having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. And again, when these things happen to you, you shouldn't take them like, you don't know what's going on. If you're of the elect, you know what's happening because this is just prophecy being fulfilled. And let me give you an example of that. Let me take you to a precept. All right, give me a minute. All right, this is Sirach, all right, also known as Escalatius, all right, 2 of 4. Let's pick it up here. All right, for whatsoever is brought upon thee, take carefully. You understand? All right, that should be your attitude. In other words, you should know. I mean, this is the end of Esau's kingdom, people. We've been telling you that. You should be able to see it. Again, Donald Trump is just simply overseeing the fall of, America, Babylon. All right? So, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, be patient. In other words, which means to suffer. That's what patience means, all right? And when thou art changed to a lower state, okay, you see? And who is the Lord coming back for? Is he coming back for those that are exalted, the rich? No. He's coming back for the meek, the poor, the lowly, of his people. You understand? The elect, all right? Again, who were predestined before the foundation of the earth, all right? For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You see that? Do you understand? Okay? Believe in him, and he will help thee and order thy way aright. Trust in him. Again, Psalms 91. But before we go there, again, we were just reading, right? As gold is tried in the fire. Give me a minute. All right, the key point is in 9. All right, but I'll start at 8. All right, this is talking about the 2/3 that'll be cut off and die in verse 8. Verse 9, it talks about the elect, the 1/3 that the Lord's going to bring through the fire of adversity, and you're going to be tried as gold is tried and refined as silver is refined. So anyway, it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts, meaning the 2/3 therein shall be cut off and die on this side, okay? Would have to come back as children of the elect in the kingdom, which is here on the earth, people. But the 1/3 shall be left therein, okay? Because you're going to be tried, okay? The 1/3, all right? The elect. You're talking about the 144 plus the great multitude that includes women and children. So I will bring the 3rd part through the fire of adversity, as in Jacob's trouble. I will refine them as silver is refined. I will try them as gold is tried. You see that? And they shall call on my name. Again, that's why you have to know the name. And if you're not calling on Yahweh or his son, Yahweh Shai, you can forget it. Okay? You understand? And you can forget it if you're not of the elect that were predestined. All right, so you can forget it because you can't make yourself of the elect, all right? So, and I will hear them, and I will say it as my people, and they shall say that the Lord Yahweh is my God power. There you go, all right? Give me a minute. Here's Psalms 91. I said I would take you here as well. All right, security of one who trusts in the Lord. That's what it says in dark lettering. You can't see it, but I can. So, verse 1, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Hello. You see that? Okay. What is a secret place? The scriptures, and in particular the prophecies. Okay? And I will say of the Lord Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God power, in Him will I trust. See that? Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right, these Edomite devils, and from the noisome pestilence, which would be, again, that thermonuclear fire, the ICBMs, the arrows of the Lord. Give me a minute. So again, I believe we covered this. I gave you the precepts, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded, for the Most High proved them and found them worthy for Himself. As gold in the furnace have He tried them and received them as burnt offerings. I also took you to, again, that you have to make your living bodies our sacrifice unto Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Romans 12:1. All right? See that, people? All right? Anyway, you know what? We'll end this here, and we'll be right back with parts 3 and 4. Shalom.